Hey, today I'm going to read you some Keats from his collection, poems here. This one is first printed in June 1820, and there's like a little descriptor down here. I quite like this collection because it's got some sort of like footnotes, footnotes, straight up. And this one says, Keats described his dream, inspired by reading Dante, in a continuation of the long letter to George and Georgiana. So I read the letter to Georgiana recently. I'll link it below. This section is dated the 16th of April, 1819. Maybe I'll post this on the 16th of April. Anyway, it says, the dream was one of the most delightful enjoyments I ever had in my life. I floated about the whirling atmosphere, as it is described, with a beautiful figure to whose lips mine were joined, as it seemed for an age, and in the midst of all this cold and darkness I was warm. All that I could dream it every night. And I just love the idea. I've written down some of my lovely dreams before too, and I think to dream is just, I don't know, it's such a nice thing to be able to do. Especially if you can remember them in the morning, write them down, and then maybe next sharing them with everybody. Yeah, anyway. So this one is called, I haven't introduced it, A Dream, after reading Dante's episode of Paolo and Francesca. As Hermes once took to his feathers light, when lulled Argus, baffled, swooned and slept, so on a Delphic reed my idle sprite, so played, so charmed, so conquered, so bereft, the dragon world of all its 100 eyes, and seeing it asleep, so fled away, not to pure Ida with its snow-cold skies, nor unto Tempe, where Jove aggrieved a day, but to that second circle of sad hell, where amidst the gust, the whirlwind, and the flaw of rain and hailstones, lovers need not tell their sorrows, pale where the sweet lips I saw, pale where the lips I'd kissed, and fair the form I floated with about that melancholy storm. I just think it's so lovely. Imagine reading a book and then dreaming, and then writing a poem about the dream, and then having that published as well. And I kind of love how art inspires more art. I guess the consumption can spur creation, if that's what you are inclined to do. But not everybody who consumes will create. But I think the more that you consume that is intended that way, I think the more it changes your brain or rewires it somehow, so that you start forming connections yourself, and you can share those connections, somehow connecting you to others as well. Anyway, I'm rambling. These Keats poems are so nice. Yeah.